What is going on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Shayrick back with another video, and today I'm coming at you guys with the fast food restaurant tier list. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so first up, our first matter of business is you see down here Five Guys and Hardee's. If I'm being honest with you guys, I haven't really ate Hardee's or Five Guys a lot. I think I've had like both of them 1 or 2 times, but not enough times to make a clear judgment. So what we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna pretend like they don't exist, and we're just deleting them right off there. Isn't that better? There we go. So then coming up with our real first up, number 1, it's gonna be Mickey D's, McDonald's. Their ice cream machine is always motherfucking broken. Other than that, their food is really cheap. Get a McChicken, it kind of slaps. You guys have all had McDonald's, you know how it be. I don't enjoy McDonald's that much, so I think we're gonna have to put it on B tier. Next up, we got BK, Burger King. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to change that. I don't like McDonald's that much. McDonald's, for me personally, is going like D tier. It's not that good. Next up, we have Burger King. They have Whoppers. They have the goddamn best onion rings in the world at any fast food place. They're honestly gas. You get some ranch and onion rings from Burger King, yeah, it's gas. What do they have other than the Whopper? And that's my go-to meal, honestly. If I'm going to Burger King, I'm getting a Whopper and a large onion ring. Basically, it's definitely better than McDonald's. This might be a big upset in the comments, but I'm gonna have to put it on B tier, if I'm being honest. I fucks with it. Next up, we got Dairy Queen, grill and chill. That's what I'm doing with your bitch, chilling like I'm Netflixing. I might cut that out. Alright, Dairy Queen, what it do? They have good ice cream. They have blizzards. Blizzards are obviously great. Ooh, they have these little snack melt things. Like, it has, the ones I get are like bacon barbecue chicken. They're so good. I'll eat like 2 or 3 of them, and they're just awesome. I don't remember the exact name, so I can't really put you guys on. But dude, those snack melt things honestly make it better than Burger King. I'm gonna have to go and put it A tier, even though I don't have it that much, but that's just because it's out of the way and I don't usually drive by it. All right, next up we got Culver's. So if you're outside of the Midwest area, I live in Illinois, so Culver's is a Midwest exclusive. It's one of the only things goddamn Illinois in the Midwest has. So basically, they have these really good burgers. They're like super buttery and unhealthy, but that's what makes them good. That's what you're looking for in a burger. The most unhealthy it is, so that way it tastes good. Ooh, their cheese curds. Ooh, if you ever are in the Midwest or you don't already live in the Midwest, make sure you get Culver's cheese curds because they're out of this world. They're the best cheese curds at any fast food place. You know, I live by Wisconsin, and so maybe I'm just used to high cheese standards, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it's going on the same tier. Dairy Queen is better. I think we're gonna have to put Culver's in front of Burger King, but it's on the same tier, still lower than Dairy Queen, if you know what I'm saying. Next up, coming in, we have Subway. And if you guys didn't know this, if you're not a long time viewer, or if you don't know me in real life, you wouldn't know that I used to work at Subway. I used to work there, and I still didn't get sick of it. Ooh, so if you guys don't believe me, this is more flipping proof. I used to work at Subway, got the official hat and everything. I don't really want to mess up my dreads right now, and if I want to wear a hat while I have dreads, I usually put a wave cap on or a do-rag or something like that under the hat, so that way it's like flatter. But you guys get it. I used to work at Subway. Even though I had it every day, it was still bussin'. Like, I still enjoyed it, and I still go back. Even though I have a new job now, I'll still go back to Subway, honestly, more than some of the other places on this list. So for me personally, okay, yeah, we're putting Subway A tier above Dairy Queen, but simply because I worked there so long, I ate so much of it that it doesn't have the same charm as it did before, if you know what I'm saying. So it's going to A tier ahead of Dairy Queen, but the only reason it's not S tier is because I ate it almost every day last summer, so that was crazy. And next up, we got Subway's like disrespected little fucking ugly stepchild, Jimmy John's. Some people like Jimmy John's more than Subway. I think like their bread, I like their bread, it's pretty good. I've only had Jimmy John's a handful of times just because simply Subway is better in my opinion. Ooh, people are gonna get mad at me if I rate if I rate Jimmy John's too low, then I put Subway so high. Jimmy John's is average. Yeah, I'd have Jimmy John's over McDonald's, but definitely Burger King and Culver's over Jimmy John's. And like another reason I like Subway so much is because there's so many different options. You can put anything they have there, all the vegetables, almost any kind of meat. They have a sandwich for it, so it's like super customizable. In Jimmy John's, they have just like a bunch of pre-made sandwiches. Like that's no fun. Of course, you can ask them to get stuff off, but you guys get the idea. Next up, Wendy's. Wendy's nuts hit your mom's face. I recently pulled up to the drive-thru at Wendy's and I was like, hey, what's your biggest size of nuggets you guys have? Because I was in the mood for a little bit of a spicy nugget, if you know what I'm saying. And so I pulled up and I was like, hey, sir, excuse me, what's the biggest size of nuggets you guys have? He was like, 50 piece, man. I was like, wow, damn, I didn't know they made sizes that big. And I'll just have like a 20 piece if that's all right. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, that'll be like $15.90, whatever. $15. You hear me? 15. I pull up to the window. He was like, were you sure you wanted 50 nuggets? I was like, no, I said 20. Because like, I don't want to spend a fortune. I'm not made of money. And then he was like, yeah, the 20 nuggets will be $10. I'm like, $5 more and you get 30 nuggets? That's the biggest steal of my life. So obviously what I did is I paid for the 20 nuggets. But next time I'm going to Wendy's, you goddamn know well, I'm going to get that 50 piece spicy nugget. 50 motherfucking pieces. Oh my god, that's a steal of the century. And they're so gas. Also, they have like baconators and stuff. Baconators are gas. But see, McDonald's, you can get like a 50 piece nugget for I don't even know how much, because it's made out of fucking dog food. You know, honestly, yeah, fuck McDonald's. We're putting McDonald's at F tier. I take back everything I said earlier in the video. McDonald's is fucking ass. Every one of these fast food places, except maybe Arby's, no chance. I'd rather go to them any day over McDonald's. And so we got Wendy's. Wendy's is going. See, you know, I'm gonna move Dairy Queen down just because it has that one really good snack melt I was telling you guys about, but it's just not. It doesn't compete with these other ones. It don't got what they got, if you know what I'm saying. There we go. That's a better ranking. And now next up, oh, that looks terrible. I'm sorry for all you OCD people. Next up, we have Arby's. The only good thing they have here is those mozzarella cheese sticks and those beef and cheddar sandwiches. The beef and cheddar, honestly, they're amazing. That's all I can say. They're great. But other than those two things, this Arby's doesn't have shit. Another thing, the workers there are just terrible. I've had a bad experience almost every single time I work there. I don't know what their problem is, if they're just like not paid enough or what the hell happened. They never do background check. But I think we're putting Arby's F tier and McDonald's E tier. That's what I'm happy with, because I'll go to McDonald's over Arby's, but Arby's honestly not that great. Oh, I forgot to mention, Arby's, they do have the meats, so that's a plus, but not the meats I'm looking for. Chick-fil-A, they definitely have the meats I'm looking for, because they have that healthy grilled chicken. You can go get, like, you trying to get shredded, you trying to get buff. It's a new year, new me, new you, new year. Get swole. And how you get swole, go to Chick-fil-A every single day and eat those grilled chicken sandwiches. And they're great. They taste great and they're super healthy for you. Honestly, I'll go to Jimmy John's over Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is overrated. It's good, but it's overrated. I had their waffle fries too. They aight. It's overrated. As coming in at our last entree, we have Taco Bell. The perfect place for any college student. I'm about to be in college because you can get a whole 12 pack of tacos for just a couple bucks. It's super fucking cheap. All right, so before we get into Taco Bell real quick, I think we're gonna move Wendy's up just because that's a steal. 50 spicy nuggets for $15. We can't beat it. And they're Frosties. You dip a couple fries in their Frosties. Ooh, Taco Bell. Anyways, that's what we're getting to. It's really good. Super cheap food. It makes you gassy. Your stomach does not appreciate it, but your mouth and your wallet do. So for that, I'm gonna have to put it A tier. All right, so let's review the tier list like we do every single tier list video and make sure I'm comfortable with all of my entries. So coming in at S tier, we have Wendy's. Wendy's nuts in your face. I've talked about Wendy's this whole video. You guys know. You know how I feel about it. It's good. Next up, A tier, Subway, Taco Bell. I used to work there. It's crazy. They're both great, super cheap. Not Subway. Subway's not cheap, but Taco Bell is cheap. B tier, we have Culver's, Burger King, and Dairy Queen. All solid options, but they're not the best. They're solid though. C tier, we have Jimmy John's. It's not as good. We don't fucks with it here. Next up, Chick-fil-A. Honestly, overrated. I don't know why people like Chick-fil-A so much. It's D tier. E tier, we have McDonald's, Mickey D's. It's not that good. I guess one of the redeeming qualities is it's cheap. And then next up we have Arby's. They don't have enough variety for my liking on their menu, and also their customer service is shit. So that's gonna conclude the fast food restaurant tier list video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. On to the outro. Okay, so that was the fast food restaurant tier list. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you disagree or agree with any of the rankings, let me know down below in the comments. I also upload every single Friday, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe so you can come back and see more in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.